Hello, dear aquarists, dear fish keeper. Today, another video about the catfish, Plecostomus. Plecostomus is popular. It's good for cleaning the bottom or the decorations or the stones in your aquarium. So they have been breeding in large quantities and sometimes in bad conditions, creating Plecostomus that are rather weak. So the importers have problems to take care of it and to try to make a good quality from it. So it's an important lesson for importers to try to buy good Plecostomus and to take time to take care to give proper conditions, good management, good food, and to check for diseases that come along when you import or receive those Plecostomus. Also for pet shops that import. Take care of the fish, put them in quarantine. Check the bad ones with the microscope. They can teach you lessons, what is going on and what medications you should apply. So this is a case of a Plecostomus. They come mostly from Asia, also America is breeding them, but these came from Asia and they had badly damaged gills with few parasites and also an internal bacterial infection. In my books, I talk about fish diseases, prevention, diagnosis, and how to use medications. And in the large book, the new illustrated guide, there is a lot of attention to the different species and also on specific on the catfish, the diseases which are most common with catfish. Here I show you the plecostomates. Many are skinny and some are dying. And the skinny ones are the ones which are not eating anymore. They're swimming very weak. They're sitting on the back. The color is changing. And when we checked the gills, we found that the gills had a kind of melanization. All those black stripes here. And that might have happened due to a bad history. Because melanization is something like a pigment that collects in the tissue after stress. I see all the black parts here which should not be in the gills. The gills should be like here on the top, free of any pigment. You see other parts of the gills with the, I call that stress stripes. Bad history. Bad history. This fish did not have a good time when he was young. And at the same time, some lamellae were gone, badly damaged. So the gill surface was not properly available anymore for good gas exchange. Also, sometimes some parts we found gill flukes, large gill flukes, and the gill flukes can cause damage. Not so many, but it gives an indication that the fish is susceptible to get diseases because it's weakened. The immune system is gone. And we found Metacercaria in the gills. Those are the larvae of digenetic trematodes. Usually they come to the fish because the fish is an intermediate host, because a little larvae comes from a snail and the snail gets the parasite from a bird. So it's usually pond breeding outside in an area where the ponds are not protected against the invasion of birds, snails, and where parasites can be transmitted to the fish. Metacercaria in the gills. In my books I explain. Internally, we found a massive amount of bacteria. All that black stuff here, those black spots here, are millions of bacteria. I suspect 2, 3 different types of bacteria affecting the health of the fish because the fish have been weakened, had had stress, and of course easily to get a bacterial infection. Here we see it again. All those millions of bacteria internal in the organs, causing bad spleen, bad liver, Those organs were badly affected. So the damage to the gills seems to be permanent, and some will suffer badly, and maybe some other ones are not so badly affected. Antibacterial treatment will be necessary. Ask your veterinarian or your fish doctor. See my books on fish diseases about gill rot and parasitic infection Ichthyobodo. Can happen very common with this case. Maybe the gill flukes treat afterwards, but keep on checking on the fish. Parasites can appear, bacteria can appear. That's why I mentioned Ichthyobodo, which is very common in this kind of incidents, that this parasite has a chance, although we haven't seen it on this one. Encapsulated Metacercaria cannot be treated. They come from the breeder. He's the cause because of bad fish health management. And you can help with a fish food, yes, a functional fish food that improves the immunity and can help in the repair of the fish. I could recommend Dr. BASSLEER BIOFISH FOOD FORTE or FUCO. Or professional treat, something that takes care. Get your advice from your shop or from our website. Get my books if you don't have them yet. They should give you assistance in the prevention, the diagnosis, and the correct treatment of fish diseases. Or get more advanced, go to my training at Patreon about prevention, quarantining, how to diagnose fish. All things that can help you to become more advanced. So I hope this video helped you to understand this problem with the Plecostomus, a common fish, but unfortunately sometimes bred in bad conditions and causing this kind of problem to appear at the importer or the pet shop. Thank you for watching.